inside for day 2 of the Louisville Congress. This is either the first time you've seen me today, or you might have seen a windy Steve walking across the bridge. I don't know if the sound was good enough. Morning. So the team Discord didn't do so well yesterday. A lot of people didn't qualify for their last day, other than us that I know of. So some people are just doing one-day stuff. Matt's got the day off, I think. I think he's going for lunch with John, and maybe they'll talk some hands. Maybe they'll just have some friend time or something. And we're here for day 2. So I did mention it earlier. There's 14 teams. We'll be playing 8 of them over the course of the day, and our carryover will be negligible. I think we'll have like 5 VPs, and the leaders will have 20 to 30. So if we play them, we can overtake them. So it's not going to be too bad in terms of wanting to win it, but it's just a bit harder. It means you've got less room for error if you don't have this 15-20 VP cushion on some of the other teams. So there we go. People milling about. There's no breakfast treat today. There's normally like some breakfast treats on the table. So either they haven't put them out today, or we're too late. So I don't actually know what time it is. So maybe. Yeah, I think we would probably be, you know, if they were there, they're too late. Although all the plates seem to be there still, so it looks like all the plates and knives and forks are there, but just no actual treats. So, so yeah, this is the main room. So this is basically the hotel split into 2 venues. So you've got all these rows of rooms down here, a lot of the main NABC events, and then up those escalators, we'll have a look later, are the screens for the finals of the big events. So the platinum pairs are behind screens at the moment, and then if you're in for some of the Gold Rush or the bracketed teams or Swiss teams, you're in the other hotel. So both hotels full of bridge players, mingling, getting ready for the start of play. A lot of people walking around with coffees. I didn't get a coffee today. Maybe we can get one before we start, but my guess is the queue is going to be quite big. So there's my partner, and there's Matt. He's having a day off. He's going to be well rested for tomorrow, when he's going to carry us in the Vanderbilt. So yeah, we're ready to go, aren't we? Yeah. All right, let's move to the venue. Muffins, they've just been brought out. Matt's going to get us all one. So big tray of muffins. We were in time to get a muffin. I hope he gets me a blueberry one. So yeah, there was a lady carrying them over. So we're all going there. Lots of people milling around. And 3 muffins on a plate. I'll have a blueberry, please. Here's the current standings. You can see this is how they do use things to pair them. We're team 312, so it tells us what table our home table is, and then obviously if we want to know what our away table is. So we're home table S6, we're playing team T6, we're playing team 320, and team 320 is team low. And this is going to be where the VPs are tracked throughout the day. You can see what our carryover is. Our carryover is, we're team Levine, we've got 4.5 or thereabouts, and the leaders are Carolyn Pettetti's team. They have 23 and a bit. So we're 19 VPs behind, which is fine. We were a lot further behind yesterday, so the gap has narrowed. And you can see there a list of the people who are on the team. So Team Levine, we're 312, we're somewhere down there. We can play the multi if we want, but we're not going to. And we'll add a defence. There's the team. I will blur Nikki out in case she hasn't done her hair. And that's the place where you stand when you get your picture taken at the end. You basically stand there with your winning team, and you have like an ACBL background. So we're going to start at table S6, which will be somewhere in section S, and the tables will be a lot more spaced out today. Yesterday this room was full. Now we've got half as many teams, and hopefully there's lots of duplicated boards, which I spy there, which is good. Go out because we're playing the same boards as everyone else, and there's people being shushed. I've not been shushed, but people have been shushed, so I'm going to nip outside and give you a hand. So you pick up Jack to 6. It's a lead problem. Jack to 6, 8 doubleton, Jack 10 to 4 stiff, and the bidding goes, your partner opens 1 heart, and this goes pass, 3, so you pass obviously, and then it goes 3 clubs on your left, pass, 3 no trumps on your right. It was a slow 3 no trumps, a bit of an indication there, but The lady was slow throughout, so I'm not sure whether you get too much information about that. And you're on lead in trick 1, what are your thoughts? Well, a club's out, so it's between 3 suits. You could lead the Jack of Diamonds, because you've got Jack 10XX, I think Jack 10-8X or Jack 10-7X or something. So you could lead the Jack of Diamonds. You could lead your partner's suit. Partner's going to have 5 hearts here, because we're playing 5-card majors. And partner will have all the entries. Or you could lead a spade, playing partner to have any hand with 3 spades, probably. Ace to 3 is pretty good. King third might be good enough. Even Queen third with enough entries. So, have a think. What would you lead? There's 3 options, and I'll tell you now. One option lets it make. One option beats it by a trick, and one option... apologies, one option beats it by 2 tricks, and one option beats it by 3 tricks, I think. So what are you doing? Well, with that information, you might be able to work out what's going on, but I led a heart. I just led my partner suit. I didn't think my spades were good enough, or the odds that spades is the right thing to do is very difficult to find out. There's a chance that I could lead something. If partner's got ace to 3 spades, they can find the spade switch. Maybe play ace in another and have enough entries or something like that. The danger is dummy's going down with a lot of clubs, and if partner hasn't got a club trick, we might need to lead something straight away. And so, partner could have ace king X of spades or ace queen X of spades or something like that. I don't know, but I led a heart, and I don't know whether that's right or wrong. But a heart is the lead that takes it 2 off. A diamond is the lead that takes it 3 off, so the full hand's there. And a spade lead, which was the one I was actually toying with. I didn't consider leading a diamond at the time. I'd narrowed it down to a heart or a spade. Is the lead that lets it make. They've got 9 top tricks. The lady had bid 3N on 5 hearts to the 9. They're playing their partner for just a singleton 10, a singleton honour. She took a while to bid 3N, so maybe there's a clue there, but not that much of a clue, because she was slow on a lot of other deals as well. So I'm glad we beat it. We beat it by 2, and the Jack of Diamonds obviously might beat it by 3. I can't remember the exact diamond situation. We might even get more than that. We might be able to just take the first 8 or 9 red tricks, so we might even get a Murph. I don't know if we can take 5 hearts and 4 diamonds. That's only 200, isn't it? No, it could be a Murph. I might have missed the chance for a Murph here with a diamond lead. So at least we beat it. But if you want to lead a spade, which I almost did, you let it through, and that wouldn't be a good board. We lost. I think we lost an imp on the board. I can't remember why. Yeah.
So this is another hand we played. It was actually a good and a bad hand for me. In fact, I saw something really good and then I messed it up at the end. So I'll try and indicate the good thing I saw, show how it should have worked, and then I'll show you what I did to let it make. So not the best, Steve. We didn't bid at all. It goes pass a diamond. I could have done a double here, but we're vulnerable and my spades and hearts aren't great. So I don't want partner to jump to 3 of something and get doubled or something. So it goes a diamond pass and no jump, and we decide to pass this out. I could have protected, and if the vulnerability was anything else, I might have done so. But partner leads the ace of hearts, and dummy goes down with this. And you can see that dummy's pretty good. Dummy's got a good 14 count, and we know that West is likely to have one or both minors here, because they haven't got a major. We've got the majors, but it looks like partner's got at least 3 hearts to lead the ace of hearts here. So at trick 1 we give count. There's no point giving attitude with Queen Jack X in dummy, so we just give count here to partner, and partner switches to the 9 of clubs. So the 9 of clubs is what we would switch to from 10-9 to 3 or 10-9 to 4, so we know partner's got at least 3 or 4 poor clubs. They haven't got the king, otherwise they would have switched to a low one probably. And Declarer plays the queen, and then Declarer plays the ace. So at this point, you like to think that Declarer, when partner plays the 10 of clubs, Declarer's probably got king to 5 clubs here. So it looks like this is going to make. It looks like Declarer's just got too much going on in their hand. They've already made 2 tricks. They've got another 3 club tricks in their hand, and you can see that dummy's got king 10 of diamonds, queen jack of hearts, queen jack of hearts, and the queen of spades to potentially try and find 2 more tricks. So at trick 4, they played a 2 of spades off. And we played low, we give count, and it goes 8 and jack, and that's a bit illuminating there. It looks like they've played the 8 from maybe king 10-8 or I doubt they'd do it from King 8 Doubleton, and I doubt they'd play a spade if they didn't have the king. What they're trying to do is get to their hands so they can catch the clubs. We know they can't really get there with a heart. We know they can't really get there with a diamond. So surely they've got the king of spades to their opening bid. And so we get a bit of a goal here. If they'd have played a spade to the king, I don't think we could have touched this. But they played a spade to the jack, so we've actually got a chance now. Partner switches. Partner obviously knows the situation. They know I haven't got the king of clubs, so they can now start to play me for some values. It's likely that I've got one of the spade honours and Declarer's got the other one, and partner doesn't know which way around that is, but also potentially that I've got the ace of diamonds, and if I've got the ace and the jack, a diamond switch works well. So partner played with 3 of diamonds, small. Again, we can't beat this unless partner's got the queen of diamonds, so I finesse against dummy, and it holds. Now this is the point in the hand where you can do something pretty good. What is the shape of the hand? Well, we know that Declarer's likely got king 10 of spades. We know they haven't got 4 because they didn't respond to spade. We know partner's likely to have 4 hearts. It's a weird lead from ace king x. They might have just led their 4 card suit otherwise. And we know that Declarer's probably got like the 9 of diamonds because they didn't try the 10 from dummy here. They probably ran the 3 of diamonds round to maybe their 9 or maybe their 8 of diamonds or something like that. So it looks like West is something like initially 3-2-3-5 or 3-1-4-5 or something like that. So what's going to happen if we let West in to cash all their clubs? What on earth is West going to throw from dummy? So if we play, and this is what I ended up doing, if we play ace and another spade, West is going to win that, and they're going to have 3 clubs to cash, but what do they throw from dummy? We know partner's got the king of hearts, we know partner's got the queen of diamonds, and you can see that we've got this 4th round of spades. So dummy has to guard the spades, the hearts, and the diamonds, and there's no way they can do that. So what we do is we play ace of spades and another spade, and partner throws their last club away, and then when Declarer starts cashing clubs, they can cash 1 club and they can throw a heart away. But on the next club, they're squeezing dummy. Partner's just discarding low cards. What do they throw here? If they throw, bear in mind, after they finish their clubs, there's going to be 3 more tricks left. Okay, we're going to make the ace of diamonds and the king of hearts, but we need a 3rd defensive trick. But that can come from one of any 3 suits. It could be partner's queen of diamonds, it could be our 7 of spades, or it could be one of our long hearts. Like my 10 of hearts is going to be good if Declarer starts throwing the queen and jack of hearts away or something like that. So we're actually going to squeeze dummy here. It doesn't matter what Declarer throws from dummy, we should be able to untangle our tricks in such a way we do this. And then my brain went to sleep. I found the switch, I found the attacking switch. I'm just going to show you the whole hand now. You can see now what's going to happen, that West hasn't got anything to do but cash 2 clubs and play a diamond. But there's no way that East can guard the hearts and the spades and the diamonds after 2 clubs have gone. So they had to discard, they had to bear one of the suits completely and hope that we mess up. Now the queen of spades is a winner and they only have to keep 1 card, so they kept that, and they're probably going to throw either 2 hearts or 2 diamonds away. So what they did, they started throwing diamonds away. They threw the 10 of diamonds, so I threw a heart because I need to keep my ace of diamonds, and then they played the last club. Now I know the situation now. I know partner's got the king of hearts and the queen of diamonds, and I went a bit blur, and I just said, oh, partner's probably got queen 9 of diamonds. I can throw my ace of diamonds away and partner will win the rest. And it also works if partner's got queen 8 of diamonds, then Declarer has to play a diamond away from their 9 and partner wins the queen and 8. So I made a very silly play here. If I don't throw the ace of diamonds away, we actually make the rest of the tricks. They exit the diamond to my ace, I cross a heart to partner's king, and partner cashes the queen of diamonds. But I actually threw the ace of diamonds away, and I got punished because West not only had the 9 of diamonds, but the 8 as well. If partner has one of those 2, my discard didn't cost. So it was nice to see that I'd squeezed dummy in 3 suits, but really poor for me to then let it make, like the big fish I am. And partner had good technique. They kept the beer card till the end. But it didn't matter because West had a higher diamond there. So good spot, bad execution, Steve.
So we're 2 matches in. We haven't scored the second match. Doesn't look good. We lost the first match. No positive positions. No glaring errors. There was one where you've already seen. I took the ace of diamonds away and let it through. And maybe thinking a bit more would be better. I'm going to get my partner Coke Zero.
What's up, you 2?
Hi, Zach. So And then the second one, I'm just going to show you the full hand, and we got caught for 500. Thanks, Andy. We got caught for 500. It goes, pass from me, I was north. They open a precision diamond, which could be anything, less than 16 points, that sort of thing. And Andy bid 2 clubs. Now, I'm a big believer of bidding 2 clubs on a lot of hands, but this is probably not, it's... Yeah, I expected more, I guess, and it goes pass. And so I, with my 10 count and 2 aces, I tried to show a good raise. I bid 2 diamonds. This goes double, pass, 3 clubs, pass, double. And we got caught in 3 clubs and went for 300 because Andy's just got the worst hand you can bid for 2 clubs, and I've made a game try. And this isn't Andy, this is me. I think if I had a bad 2 club bid, I'd just bid 3, and you might not get caught if you do that. And it also, partner then doesn't hang you and overbid a bit. So if he goes, for example, 1 diamond, you bid 3 clubs. When they have a penalty pass now, it might be that the partner can't reopen with a double, which is sort of the case here. I think the hand that's open 1 diamond's got an 11 count. I can't remember whether they've got an extra jack or something. We've got an 11 count, and although they've got the right shape to reopen with a double, there's no guarantee that it's the right thing to do. We could just have a 9 or a 10 card club fit, and his partner's got nowhere to go. So, we just went for 500. So that'll be like 10 out. They haven't got game on, which is the sad part. I've got too good a hand. That although Andy's got a bad hand, and she thought, it doesn't really matter if I get caught because I've got so many points, and I've pushed her to 3. We went 500, so that won't be good. They bid 3 games. We didn't have a game that we can bid or make, I don't think, in any of them. So we got a couple of part scores in, which might be okay. There's a part score where we're in 4 clubs and they find a trump promotion to keep it to 10. And we kept it to 10, so maybe they're in 3 out of 5 clubs or something, so who knows. So, yeah, we're enjoying it. It was fun. But yeah, things aren't going our way, I'm afraid, like they were towards the end of yesterday. So, we're going to do better, aren't we, Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah, smiling Andy. So, she's treated me to a fizzy drink, and we finished with 28 minutes on the clock, so there we go. So we have played 4 and we've won 3. No, we've lost 3. We're not doing great. Don't think we're bottom, but at least one of those matches we didn't have anything going. So we're going to Jimmy John's, which is another sandwich place, and we're going to be comparing it to both Subway and Potbelly's. So that's our goal today. Andy and I think we're going to prefer Potbelly's, but there you go. Future Steve in a second is about to go through a defence to 4 hearts, which I quite liked. But that match was very swingy. Every single board was a swing one way or the other. We lost more than we won. Yeah. I don't necessarily think we're playing any much worse than yesterday. It's just things sometimes don't go your way. So we're wandering down, we're going to wander up the high street, we're going to get some sandwiches, maybe you get to see a picture of some sandwiches to eat, and teammates might show us some interesting hands for video's sake. I hope you're enjoying everything. You can see nice hotels behind me. This is the Galt House East, and some football on the telly in the background. So we're wandering up the street. It looks sunny, but I bet it's pretty cold still, given it was cold when we walked in. So you need to wave here, my friend.
Oh, you gotta wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait, and there you go. Yeah, you have to wave to open. So, yeah, we're wandering up the town then. We're not too downbeat. Oh, it is a bit nippy outside, but we'll be fine. Obviously, we've got coats, so. It's bright as well. It's good. Right, back in a bit.
So this is a defensive hand you have, and you are the south hand here, and we're just going to look at the bidding, think about what to lead, and think about how kind of the defence is going to unfold from that point. We got a bit lucky, there was a bit of a misplay, but the principle behind what we did helped us beat the contract. So east opens a heart, west bids a spade, east bids 2 clubs, It's your 6-card suit. West bids 2 diamonds, 4th suit. East bids 2 no trumps, and West bids 4 hearts. So it looks like East has a singleton spade, almost. It looks like West has a good hand and 3 hearts, because they could have bid 3N now that East has shown some diamond length, but they chose to bid 4 hearts. It probably meant that their 2 diamonds was some sort of like potentially good heart hand, and now they've decided their hand's not as good. I don't really know how the bidding went or why the bidding went that way. But it looks like they're in a 5-3 fit. If East had 6 hearts, you'd imagine they would have bid 2 hearts over 2 diamonds, and if West had 4 hearts, you'd imagine they would have supported much earlier. So if that's the case, you know partner's got 4 hearts. Whenever partner's got 4 hearts, what you're looking for is a forcing defence to try and set partner's hearts up. Now, the good thing is you've got the ace of hearts, so you know that hearts are breaking badly, and they might play a heart to an honour in your ace, and partner might just have natural heart tricks. But if dummy goes down with honours, East might lead towards dummy and your ace it's thin air. So the intention here is when you know partner's got 4 trumps, and you know it looks like West has got a good hand here. They've game force, and so you don't necessarily know whether you're beating this or not. But when partner's got 4 trumps, you're looking to force them. And what suit could you possibly force them in? Well, partner didn't double 2 diamonds. I doubt partner's got a good enough diamond suit. And if so, East has got diamonds over them. And East has got clubs, potentially. So leading a club with such a bad club suit, you'd need partner to have like ace doubleton, maybe. But then dummy will be roughing clubs. You know West is short in clubs, probably. So the only suit really we can force them in is spades. So I led an attacking Jack of Spades lead at trick 1. And the idea being, if dummy's got a ropey spade suit and partner's got a spade on, or maybe the ace or maybe the king or something, we might be able to force East twice by playing spades. Now, obviously the Jack of Spades lead isn't a goal. Dummy goes down with Queen 10 to 5, but we get a bit of help. Declarer made a very weird play, and they played the Queen at trick 1, so it doesn't detract from the attempt that the lead was trying to make. And partner excellently played low, and Declarer wins with the ace. So this sort of tells us what's going on. It looks like partner's got king to 4 spades, and Declarer tried to make partner put the king on trick 1, and partner, for whatever reason, saw through the cards, realised we might have Jack to 3. I don't know how, but she's that good, is Andy Bowie. And at trick 2, they played a heart. So the good news and bad news, obviously we think the hearts are breaking poorly. We're trying to force East so that partner's 4th round of hearts becomes good. So we can win this, but obviously our ace is hitting thin air, so it's not great. So if partner's got like 4 hearts to the 10, they're not going to get promoted naturally. We need to get East to rough twice in spades for us to do this. So at trick 3, we carry on with our plan. We need the 9 of spades, small, partner plays small and declare a rough. So obviously the Queen of spades at trick 1 was a mistake, but it was a mistake that we're going to capitalise on as best we can. And now Declarer thinks, well, hang on a minute, I haven't set my side suits up. Clearly, they might have to take a club finesse because we've got this king of clubs, and clearly they might not have the king of diamonds. There's no guarantee that they have that. They've got the ace of spades, the queen of hearts, the ace of clubs. They might not have the king of diamonds for their opening bid, and we can see that that's exactly the case. At trick 4, they play a diamond. We give partner count, and partner wins the king. Now, partner can't attack spades themselves without setting the spades up. So partner plays a club, and we know this is a singleton. We know that East has 4 clubs on the bidding. And so partner plays a singleton club. So obviously if we've got the ace of clubs, we just beat it. But we've got the king, but they let us make the king anyway. They took a finesse. So they've taken a diamond finesse and a club finesse, and they must feel, oh, woe is me, things are breaking poorly. Well, they are. They don't know hearts are breaking badly at this point. So we've actually got 2 ways to beat the contract now. We can just give partner a club rough. But if East has forever some sort of 3-card club suit or whatever, that could be dangerous. But more importantly, we know that if partner's got 4 hearts, we know that another spade's going to beat it. There's no way they can cash out enough outside tricks because partner's roughing clubs. And if they try and draw trumps, maybe we get it 2 off because partner might make a long heart and a winning spade. So we do that. We play a 3rd spade. We force them again. And you can see now that East has roughed twice. Now partner, if they started with 4 trumps, has got 1 more trump than East. They try to unblock the clubs, and partner roughs this, and now it's going to go 1 off. Partner can play a winning spade. East roughs high for the 3rd time, and then dummy's good. They can play a trump to dummy, draw the last 2 trumps, and and just settle for 1 off. So if we just look at the start of the hand, that's the whole hand, and you can see that if we don't do this forcing defence, what losers does East-West have? If they play the first heart towards dummy, the only way for us to really beat it is to get a club ruff. We get king of diamonds, king of clubs, ace of hearts, and a club ruff. It's a bit better if declarer plays ace and another club rather than run it to the queen. If they play ace and another club, they just concede a club trick, but they can potentially maybe not suffer a club ruff. Who knows? You're finding combining the club ruff and the king of clubs onto the second club trick. So there's a chance to make it if we don't find this defence. Obviously, if they don't put the queen of spades on at trick 1, we have to try and get a club ruff to beat it. But once they did that, it was a very easy defence to do that. And you listen to the bidding, you work out partner's got 4 hearts, and you work out a forcing defence is best. And if you just swap my 10 of spades with my 9 of spades, then the forcing defence is going to beat it all day long.
So we won 2 out of 3 after the break. The one we just lost was quite heavy, and we may struggle to get Ben the platinum points he desperately wants. He doesn't desperately want it, it's just a joke. So you pick up Queen X, Queen to 4, 3 low, King, Queen to 4, and it goes 1 spade on your right, you pass, 2 spades on your left, pass, pass. I learnt from a very good player who did this against me that protecting light here is probably a winning strategy, and I wouldn't do it all the time, and you've got to be careful. You could push them to a game, but if you do a takeout double here and you've got methods where partner can scramble and try and find the best of 2 4-card suits. For example, if partner's got hearts and diamonds or clubs and hearts or whatever, you definitely find a fit. If you got that method, I would protect light here, and one of the reasons why is they're always going to bid 3 spades, and if they do bid 3 spades, you've improved the chance of making your queen of spades. They're not going to play you to have Queen X for your takeout double. They're going to play you to have a singleton. So if they're in a 9-card fit, they're going to finesse into your queen. Even if they're in an 8-card fit, they might misread the situation, and you might make the queen when you otherwise wouldn't. They might just cater for spades being 4-1 in an 8-card fit, but they're actually going to be 3-2, and you make your queen. So I doubled with this hand. This goes redouble on my left, but they're nearly always going. If one of them's got long in the suit we've got, the other one's just going to bid 3 spades, and that's what happened here. Again, against good players, I probably wouldn't do this because they're more likely to catch you, but against average to weaker players, I think this is fine. You're just pushing them 1 level higher and hoping it goes off. So they redoubled. Andy bid 3 diamonds, which is a single suit. Andy could have shown 2 suits. It's a single suit in diamonds, and my right opponent bid 3 spades. Brilliant, pass, pass, pass. This is the full hand. I led a diamond to trick 1. They took the finesse, and Andy won the queen. They switched to a club. They took a second diamond finesse, so to try and get rid of this heart loser. So we ended up making 2 diamonds and a club with the ace of spades to come. And Declare is now in the position where he has to play the spades for 1 loser. And again, like I said earlier, Andy's much more likely to have ace and queen, or I'm much more likely to have just the ace of spades for my takeout double, because I haven't shown up with much. I've shown up with nothing in diamonds and maybe just 1 heart honour, and the king queen of clubs as the bidding and play have gone so far. So Declarer had a guess, and because I've doubled on the hand I doubled on, I don't think you're ever realistically going to get that right if you stop and count and think. So you've got to be careful. Sometimes you'll go for 500, sometimes you'll push them into game, but all those times where they bid and go 1 off, make back. We won 5 imps on the board because the teammates were making 110 and we got plus 100 in 3 spades. So it felt pretty good. What didn't feel as good is that Andy protected at the 5 level earlier in the match, and they said, oh, okay, and they bid 6 spades after signing off in 4, and it made we lost 17 imps. So that's just bad karma. I had good karma. I won 5 imps and I protected in my pile of rubbish, and when Andy had a decent hand and protected it favourable, it allowed the opponents to judge and ended up bidding a pretty thin slam. It's not a lucky make, but it's a slam you probably wouldn't want to be in on the bidding, but it just happened to the King of Diamonds was with the hand with short diamonds, which is what you need. So it wasn't going to be our day, I'm afraid, with that match. We lose 17 imps on that board. So that's pretty much the match in a 7-board match. You can't really lose 17 imps very often and win the match. So after that point, what can you do? So we've got one more match here. We've had a good day. We managed to go out to eat, but we didn't go to Jimmy John's or whatever it's called, because it was closed on a Sunday. They do this in America. There's a few chains that close on a Sunday, religious reasons or something like that, which is fine. Like Chick-fil-A, I think, is one of them. So we will try out that at a later date. But for the moment, we've had some nice, pleasant matches, and we've got one more to go. And then tomorrow we've got the serious competition of the Vanderbilt. So back shortly with one more final hand and then a wrap up. We're done for the day. Have you found it, Andy? Did you enjoy it? Yeah. So we won 4, lost 4. Our losses are bigger than our wins, so we finished below average. We had a good time. I think the team we played at the end, at least one of the people on Nicky's table was tired, and so swings abound. Andy found a good double for 800, which is pretty good. We beat a park score by a bit, and they, against us, made 2 decent games, I think. I was chatting to Matt on the way, and when you're playing against weaker players, it's hard to find hands that are good that don't start with an error. So I haven't got that many hands for today, so apologies, this might be a bit of a shorter video. I played very few hands all day. The first 4 hands I played were either going off or doubled going off, and there's not much skill in just kind of them cashing out against you. So I don't have that many interesting hands myself today. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Apparently the Vanderbilt's got fewer than 64, so I don't know what's happening tomorrow. I think they're playing down to 32 tomorrow, and I don't know how that's going to be. That might be some sort of like mini Swiss groups playing down to 32. I don't know, but we will be playing tomorrow. I'm going to have a look at the seeding now. Maybe you'll see that before the video ends. If it doesn't, I'll see you tomorrow. This has been Louisville Day 3, and we're now on to the serious stuff. I also need to find out what the filming regulations are. And that particular director did not like me doing this in the playing area. He said I'm not allowed to do it. No one else has told me off before in any event I've been to. It's not like I'm sticking people in shots. So I need to check what's allowed and what's not. But yeah, we're going to have a look at the Vanderbilt, and then we'll be wandering home for some pizza, and I need some sleep. Farewell. So this is what people will be looking at over the next however long it takes to do this. This will be like a 5 or 6 day event or something like that. This is the draw for the knockouts. You can see that I think there was 62 teams or something like that. So some of the top seeds have got a bye, and then there's like a 4-way match to decide who gets through to play the byes. I don't know exactly how that works, and everyone else is in a head-to-head tomorrow. So we start tomorrow, and then there's another 4-way match again. So the 4-way match, my guess, is 3 teams.
I think 3 teams come out and they face the winners of 3 of these matches.
So 3 teams come out of the 4-way match. So weirdly, you don't really want to be in that match because you've got the good chance of progressing, but then you play either Nickel, Zimmerman, or Fleischer. So you want to be in that if you want to make the last 32, but you don't want to be in that if you want to progress beyond that, because it's very difficult. And we've got McAllister team. We're playing Beatty or whatever. So we've got we're seeded probably fine for where we're meant to be at, but we then play the winner of this one, which is probably going to be Rosenthal, you'd think. So we've also got a tough kind of round 2, although we've got a good chance of getting to round 2, comparatively speaking. We've got one of the lower seeds we could have got at this, particularly the 29th seed. It's going to be tough if we do win that. So that's going to be our match tomorrow against Beatty, however you say that, says Beans, he keeps correcting me. And then this will be the bracket that people will pour over as they get into the bits today. Just to check here, you've got final seeding, so initial seeding points, then final seeding points, so you can see how much Beans is letting us down. So we are Team McAllister, so these are our seeding points. So, oh no, it's me that's letting us down.
I have more than some novice, Matthew.
Oh my God, Matt's got more than Matt Brown. And this is just lack of me playing in
The US.
In the US, basically. The two Americans have got more, even though they've actually got fewer master points than Matt and I. They get more seeding points just because they've played in more events. So there we go. We've got team, lots and lots of teams. So you can pour over that, but obviously if you look at just the seeding points at the top teams, get 70 is the most you can have. So these guys got more than 70 rounds down to 70. So these are the top teams. You can see all these 70s, and our best in our team's 18. So there we go. We have Michael. There we go. And he's pouring over some information. So we're going to get an Uber back. We're going to get a pizza. We're going to go to bed and get some sleep.